my name is Renata. I am the Girls in STEM Ambassador here at Thanksgiving Point, and I am joined here today by Bonnie Andersen. She is a physics professor at Utah Valley University and one of her students, Molly Christensen. And today we're standing here in front of our singing tree at Luminaria, and we're going to be trying out different instruments and see how our singing tree reacts. And we're also going to learn a little bit about sound waves here with Bonnie and Molly.
Some of the instruments we have here are some jingle bells, a tambourine, and a glockenspiel. And the tree lights up based off of different noises we make. So when you hit the glockenspiel, the tree will light up different ways.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about sound. Sound is a wave, and we are used to lots of waves. People make the wave at stadiums, people see ripples in a pool, and sound are actually compression waves. This means that the air is being squeezed and stretched. So as I speak to people, the sound is being stretched and compressed until it gets all the way to someone's eardrum, and it vibrates the eardrum, which allows the ear to be able to send the signal to other parts of the ear and process the sound. And so sounds have various properties along with other waves. They have amplitude, which is basically related to how loud a sound is. They also have a wavelength and a frequency. The frequency is related to the pitch. So now we'll talk about the tree. Check out what happens when I clap. If I clap softly, only a few lights light up. If I clap more loudly, we can get the whole tree lighting up. So it definitely responds to the sound level. For softer sounds, doing a few lights. Louder sounds, doing more exciting motion. Okay, so we want to talk a little bit about sound levels. Our ears are amazing. They can respond to very small rustles of leaves on the ground, to very, very loud sounds that are actually quite painful to our ears. Over 12 orders of magnitude of sound levels. And so in intensity, we measure sound in intensity. That's one way to measure sound. And because it can cover so many orders of magnitude, we often converge to a scale known as the decibel scale, which allows us to relate sounds in smaller numbers. So for example, the smallest sounds that we can hear are considered 0 decibels. And then as we go up, an order of magnitude, it goes up by 10 decibels. And the human hearing range can go from 0 decibels to about 120 decibels. But we have to be careful because our ears are so delicate in structure along the basilar membrane. We have tiny little hair cells, and these little hair cells are so delicate that if we are exposed to loud sounds, it can be damaging to our ears. So what you can do is you can download an app on your phone to be able to measure sound levels. And this one is just called Sound Meter. I have an Android phone, and it's allowing me to measure sound levels. We have some background sound. You can hear me talking. Right now I'm talking a little bit louder in my lecture voice, and so I am right around 75, 80 decibels. And over here we have some bells for the tree, and I can do it kind of softly, a little bit more like 70. And I can play it louder, it's a little bit more like 80 decibels right there. And basically, there are regulations to make sure that people are not being exposed to sounds that are too loud. For example, if you are a worker, they expect people to not be exposed to 85 decibels or higher for more than 8 hours a day. So what we have here are what's called boom whackers. You notice that the low end makes low sounds and the high ends make higher sounds. And again, it's just related to the wavelength of the sound. The one that has the smallest wavelength has the highest pitch, and the one that has the longest length has the lowest pitch. And so you can get these commercially, or you can buy, or you can just take some different things that you have at your house, the inside of your wrapping paper, your toilet paper rolls, maybe your paper towel rolls, and try different lengths and see what different sounds you can make. We have the spring, and it has basically a way for the waves to bounce and reflect back. And if we set it up just right, you can see that it is creating what we call a standing wave. And you see that this one has only one loop on this motion here. And this is what we would call the fundamental pitch if we were to be plucking a violin string or a guitar string. And then what we can do is if we go faster, we can excite another mode of the oscillation. This is what we would consider the second harmonic of the wave. And if we go even faster in pitch, we can get the third harmonic. And even faster, we might be able to get more, or maybe not. When we have the one mode, this is the lowest frequency that is excited on this string or spring. And if we go higher, you notice that those loop sizes are getting smaller. And when the loop sizes get smaller, this corresponds to actually higher frequencies in pitch.
I hope that you learned a little bit about sound waves today, and I want to thank again Dr. Bonnie Andersen and Molly Christensen for joining us today. And we hope to see you here at Luminaria interacting with our singing tree this season. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.